Welcome back everybody to Advantage Tennis. In today's video we are playing Marco in the USTA 4.5 tournament finals here in Southern California. The very first point I did break my racket strings. Luckily I have two of the same rackets and then I have a third backup just in case, keep that in safe keepings for days that, really things go wrong. But I was able to get the first break of the game really to start off the match, which is always really nice. It definitely eases things up for me a lot, takes a lot of pressure off, and especially against Marco, it was much needed. I mean, he's a tall guy, so he serves really big. His first serve is a nice flat serve, and then his second serve, he has a nice kick. So I was kind of backing up on his first serve and then scooting in on his second serve to try to take it as early as I could. I didn't want it to rise up too much and get away from me and whatnot. And things were looking good. I mean, I wasn't returning everything in, but the things that I were returning in, I was keeping them at bay, and I was really able to either neutralize the point or get on the advantage really soon. So things were looking up, and like I said, we already got that first initial break. So if I can just hold serve and nothing else, we'll be able to take the set. So that was kind of what I was thinking at the moment. We're playing pretty good. I mean, this is my second match of the day, so we're a little worn down, and it is very hot on this particular day. I want to say it was in the mid-90s, and having been out in the sun already for 2 hours, definitely wears you down. And Marco, lucky guy over there, his semifinals opponent withdrew from the match, so he got to be fresh for this one. And yeah, I knew that going in. I kind of felt like I had every reason to lose this match, and I think that helped me play a little bit freer. I wasn't too worked up about everything. He was a higher UTR than me, so that alone, although I was the #1 seed for the tournament, I don't know exactly how they did the seeding. I'm assuming it's done through like USTA. I know they have their own like rating out of 40 nowadays. I don't know too much about that rating, but maybe they used that and Marco didn't have a crazy rating there, so who knows. End up hitting some weird forehand slice there. I think I had enough time to get in front of that ball and hit an actual forehand, but that point was really tiring, and yeah, a bit unfortunate because I would have had some breakpoint opportunities had I won that point, but Marco is able to get the job done with 3 straight points in a row. And so I don't have the luxury of being up 2 breaks, but I'm still up the single break, so I'll take what I can get against Marco. And as I was saying about Marco's UTR, so going into this match, he was an 8.18 or 8.2 UTR rating, but he also played in the open division of this tournament, and I believe he lost the first round and played the consolation match this day as well after our match. Yeah, so his UTR, because of those matches, went up really high. So now he's currently sitting at a 9.21 UTR, which is definitely the highest UTR I've played an official match against. So that's kind of cool, right? I mean, yeah, pretty awesome. Wasn't able to do enough on my service game there. Kind of left a lot of floating balls in the center of the court, and Marco wasn't having any of that. Put those in the corners, and was able to get the break back. So now we are once again on serve, and yeah, things are looking, you know, maybe not so good for me. To my own surprise, we were able to break right back. We kind of hit some returns that were just out of my own mind. Don't know exactly how they happened, but they did, and yeah, so couldn't be more happy with that game for sure. Once again, we lose our advantage. We lose our break advantage. Seems like me and Marco can't get our service games together. So, you know, we're just gonna play for the breaks and see what can't happen. I was definitely getting quite tired at this point of the match. I was definitely overheating. Even towards the beginning of this match, I brought ice packs and whatnot, and I was trying to cool myself off as best I could. But it seemed like nothing was really doing the trick for me, unfortunately, so it was just try to push through as best we could at this point. We were able to keep the break streak alive, and now we are serving for the first set. But I absolutely needed to have this first set. I could tell just with where my body was at physically, I wasn't doing too well. I was overheating and whatnot. I was getting a little bit slower on court. I just didn't feel like I had any chance of winning the second set. So if I wanted to play a 10-point tiebreaker, it was going to be decided right here and right now. I had to have this set. big sigh of relief right there. Now we jump right into the second set, and I didn't want to just give up completely on the second set. I wanted to see if there was any way I could get some easy games. If I didn't have to work too hard to win a game, then maybe I would stick it out and see if I couldn't win in straight sets. And right away we were able to get a breakpoint opportunity. But I'm not able to capitalize off it. Big kudos to Marco for coming out the gate in this second set, absolutely firing. I knew he wasn't going to be giving up this second set by any means. He made it to the finals, so he has to be, you know, at least somewhat gritty for sure. And you know, after the fact, I found out that he also played in the Open, so I know for sure he's gritty if he's going to be trying to compete in that league. Yeah, so he was coming to the net a lot more and just trying to take points from me. So that's really a great strategy. I don't like it when people come up to the net. I feel really comfortable when people stay in their spot at the baseline where they should be. No, just playing. But yeah, and after I go down that initial first break, I completely give up on this game. I was getting very nervous though that with his level improving as much as it did, that he would carry a lot of this momentum into the 10-point tiebreaker that we would be playing to decide this match. But you know, that's just one of those things that I had to deal with because physically I wasn't going to be able to compete in this second set and, you know, really do anything. So I needed to take this time to recuperate as best I could and you know, just give it all during the 10-point tiebreaker. I started cramping right around this game, and yeah, I mean, I wanted to try to do my best during my own service game because right after this we're playing that 10-point tiebreaker, so I figured, you know, maybe I can disrupt his momentum by playing really well on my service game here and at least win this game. And no, I didn't have any chance of winning this game. And so I got a few minutes rest, and now we start the tiebreaker to decide who wins the 4.5 finals, gets a trophy, and a couple $100. I could absolutely not believe that my racket broke at this point in the match. I only have two of the same rackets, and they both broke in this match. I knew it was really hot, you know, and so that probably had something to do with it. They both broke right in the center, so it was just from hitting. But nonetheless, I have a third backup racket that's not the same, and I don't ever play with it anymore. But it was going to have to suffice for this 10-point tiebreak.
Go! 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 Come on!
Nice.
I can't believe that we were able to pull out this victory. It just felt like everything was stacking up against us from the very beginning of this match. From Marco having a higher UTR than me, from him not having to play a semifinals match and coming into our match completely fresh, from me cramping in the second set or at the end of the second set, and then throughout the tiebreaker my leg was pulsating. Me breaking 2 rackets that I normally play with and having to use my backup, which is a different model, and I just never hit with it anymore. So everything that could go wrong really went wrong, and we didn't use those as excuses or reasons why we should lose. We were able to just buckle in and get the job done. So definitely one of my favorite tennis moments so far, and this is what we got out of it: a little trophy here and then a couple $100. So yeah, I want to say thank you to all you for sticking around and watching these videos. I really do appreciate all that you do. Don't forget to hit that like button if you have enjoyed them. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And that's really all I have for you right now. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.